you're seeing this. It's not a coincidence. I know you paused for a few seconds, perhaps without understanding why. But something inside you became curious, as if this message had your name written on it. And I tell you with affection, you didn't arrive here by chance. You've been overthinking, trying to be strong all the time, smiling at others but keeping questions in your heart. I see when you lie down and stay silent, trying to understand what's happening in your life. You wonder if you're behind, if you made the wrong choices, if you wasted time with the wrong person. And sometimes you're afraid that nothing will change. But listen carefully, nothing you've experienced has been useless. What hurt you also taught you. That disappointment opened your eyes. That frustration strengthened parts of you didn't even know existed. You're not broken. You're getting stronger. You think nobody notices how much you tried. But I saw. I saw when you persisted. I saw when you forgave. I saw when you stayed even though you wanted to leave. Now something is changing inside you. You no longer accept just any word. You are no longer convinced by just any promise. Your heart is learning to ask for peace, not just love. If someone left your life, it was because they couldn't keep pace with you. It wasn't punishment. It was protection. Sometimes losing someone is gaining clarity. You don't need to chase after what's gone. What is true doesn't run away. What is right doesn't confuse. What is meant for you doesn't require you to diminish yourself. Maybe you cried in secret. Maybe you felt small. But that doesn't define who you are. You continue to be light even on cloudy days. Something is being prepared for you. Not in the time of anxiety, but at the right time. And in the meantime, you are being molded to receive something better. Don't compare yourself. Don't rush. Another person's story is not yours. Their path is not yours. You have a unique path and it's happening right now. You are stronger than you imagine, more valuable than you think, and more loved than you believe, even when everything seems silent. If you felt a shiver reading this, it's because your heart recognizes truth. You needed to hear that you are not alone. But pay attention, because what I'm about to tell you will bring you a sense of alert to the urgent message coming from heaven for your life. And I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel to attract blessings from the angelic voice, and share this content with other people who need to hear this revelation from heaven. Keep walking, even slowly, even with doubts. Small steps are still steps. Don't give your heart to someone who doesn't know how to care for it. Don't accept crumbs thinking it's a banquet. You deserve the whole thing, not half. Trust in what brings peace. If it brings constant confusion, it's not for you. Love shouldn't feel like war every day. You are learning to choose yourself, and that changes everything. When you value yourself, the world starts treating you differently. Don't be afraid to start over. New beginnings are not failures. They are courage. If this message reached you today, it's because it was time to remember, your life is not out of control. It's being guided. And I'm here silently reminding you, you didn't get here by chance. You are being guided. There is something shifting around you, even if you cannot see it yet. Small things are aligning. Conversations, delays, unexpected endings. They are not random pieces. They are parts moving into place. You have been asking for a sign, quietly, maybe without words. And now you are reading this. That pause you felt? That is awareness waking up inside you. You thought you were waiting on someone else to change. But the truth is, you are the one transforming. Your standards are rising. Your patience is getting wiser. Your heart is becoming stronger, not harder. Pay attention to what no longer feels right. That discomfort is not weakness. It is discernment growing. You are starting to sense what drains you and what feeds your spirit. Someone from your past may try to circle back. Not because they grew, but because they feel your energy changing. When you glow differently, people notice. Do not mistake familiarity for destiny. Just because it feels known does not mean it is meant. Sometimes the lesson tries to return disguised as love. You are entering a season where clarity will replace confusion. Things that once made you anxious will lose their power. You will see through words and watch actions instead. There is a connection being prepared that will not require you to shrink. You will not have to guess how he feels. You will not have to decode silence. But first, you must fully release what still pulls at your emotions. Even the memories, even the what-if thoughts. Especially the version of him you created in your mind. You have been romanticizing potential. And potential is not commitment. Dreams are not promises. You deserve something real, not imagined. Notice how you are less willing to tolerate disrespect. That is growth. Notice how you question things sooner. That is wisdom. You are not becoming difficult. You are becoming aware. And awareness protects you from repeating pain. There will be a moment soon when something finally makes sense. A truth will click. A pattern will break. And you will wonder why you ever doubted yourself. You have underestimated how intuitive you truly are. Your body reacts before your mind understands. When something feels off, it usually is. The loneliness you fear is not permanent. It is a bridge. And bridges are meant to be crossed, not lived on. You are closer to alignment than you think. Even the tears you cried were clearing space for something healthier. There is strength in you that only surfaced because of betrayal. There is wisdom in you that only formed because of disappointment. What is coming will not require you to beg. It will not leave you guessing. It will not disappear when things get serious. You are being guided away from temporary comfort toward lasting peace. That shift can feel uncomfortable at first. And very soon, you will understand why certain doors had to close before the right one could even appear. Because the right door does not compete with the wrong ones. It waits until you are ready to walk through without looking back. You are learning that attachment is not the same as connection. Attachment fears losing. Connection feels safe even in silence. There is a difference between someone missing you and someone valuing you. Missing you is emotion. Valuing you is action. You have cried over people who were never meant to stay. Not because you are weak, but because you love deeply. And loving deeply is still a gift. But now you are learning to guard that gift. Not everyone deserves access to your softness. The next chapter of your life will require courage. Not loud courage. Quiet courage. The kind that says no without shaking. You may soon face a choice. Go back to what feels familiar or step forward into what feels uncertain but peaceful. Choose peace. Peace will not rush you. Will not pressure you. It will not make you question your worth at midnight. The confusion you once felt is fading because you are no longer ignoring red flags. You are listening to yourself more carefully. And when you listen to yourself, you align with protection. You avoid traps you once walked into blindly. There is someone observing you from a distance, respecting your strength. Not chasing, not forcing. Just waiting for the right time to approach correctly. This time it will feel different. Slower. Steadier. Safer. You will not feel butterflies mixed with anxiety. You will feel calm mixed with certainty. Do not sabotage calm because you are used to chaos. Chaos is loud. Peace is quiet. Learn the difference. You are shedding an old version of yourself. The one who accepted less, who explained too much, who stayed too long. The woman you are becoming does not argue for basic respect. She walks away when it is missing. Very soon, you will look back and realize that what felt like rejection was redirection. What felt like silence was protection. What felt like delay was preparation. And when everything finally unfolds in front of you, you will remember this moment and realize that the sign you were waiting for had been guiding you all along. Not loudly, not dramatically, but steadily, like a quiet hand leading you forward when you thought you were walking alone. You will begin to notice smaller blessings. A new opportunity, a new conversation, a new sense of calm you didn't have before. The heavy feeling in your chest will start to lift. Not all at once, but little by little. You will stop checking your phone for someone who only brought uncertainty. You will stop replaying words that never matched actions. And in that space, something new will breathe. You are stepping into emotional maturity. That means you no longer chase closure from people who cannot give it. Closure will come from clarity. And clarity is already forming inside you. There will be a day very soon when you wake up and realize you did not think about him first. That is healing. Quiet. Powerful healing. You are not losing your ability to love. You are refining it. You are learning that love should feel like safety, not survival. And when the right person enters your life, you will not feel the need to prove your worth. You will not compete. You will not overextend. You will simply be. Because the right connection does not require performance. It recognizes you without you having to shrink or shine brighter than you are. Trust the slow changes happening within you. Trust the discomfort that pushes you to grow. Trust the instinct that tells you to pause instead of rush. Something greater is unfolding behind the scenes. Even now, pieces are moving that you cannot see yet. And when they finally come together, you will understand why your heart had to be reshaped before it could hold what is coming next. Because what is coming next will not fit into the old version of you. It will require the woman who learned boundaries. The woman who stopped begging. The woman who chose herself even when it felt lonely. You are being upgraded, not abandoned. There are habits you are quietly releasing. Patterns you are no longer repeating. Excuses you are no longer accepting. That is not accidental growth. That is intentional transformation. Soon, you will be placed in a situation where your old self would have reacted differently. And you will surprise yourself. You will stay calm. You will walk away sooner. You will speak clearly without fear. That is when you will know you have changed. Do not be afraid of the silence around you right now. Silence is often the space where alignment happens. When nothing seems to move, foundations are being built. There is someone being shaped for you as you are being shaped for them. Not perfect, but prepared. Prepared to communicate. Prepared to commit. Prepared to protect what matters. You will not have to decode mixed signals. You will not have to guess where you stand. The next love will not feel like a roller coaster. It will feel like stability. And at first, that stability may feel unfamiliar. You might even question it. But give yourself permission to experience something healthy. You have outgrown chaos, even if chaos once felt exciting. You are not meant to live in emotional storms. You are meant to build something steady. And as this new chapter approaches, you will notice one final shift inside you. You will stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" And you will start asking, "What is this preparing me for?" That question will change everything. Because the moment you realize you are being prepared, not punished, is the moment you step fully into the life that has been quietly waiting for you. You will begin to walk differently. Not because everything is perfect, but because you finally understand your value. Your eyes will open wider. You will notice who shows up consistently, who keeps their word, who respects your space, and you will stop entertaining what feels uncertain. There will be moments when the past tries to whisper to you. Old memories, old emotions, old attachments, but they will not control you the same way. You will observe them and let them pass. That is power. You are no longer the woman who settles for almost. You are becoming the woman who waits for aligned. Aligned in effort, aligned in respect, aligned in intention. Very soon, you will experience a conversation that feels different. No games, no confusion, no guessing, just honesty. And it will feel strange at first, because you are used to decoding mixed signals. But this time there will be nothing to decode. You will not feel anxious after speaking. You will feel calm. You will not question your worth afterward. You will feel seen. And that feeling, being seen without performing, will awaken something deep inside you. It will remind you that you were never too much. You were simply offering depth to someone who only knew surface. The shift happening now is separating you from what drains you. Not everyone will understand the new boundaries you set. Some will call you distant. Some will call you different. But different is necessary. Growth changes your tolerance. You will no longer chase closure. You will no longer explain your standards. You will no longer shrink to keep someone comfortable. And as you stand in this new strength, something else will begin to unfold quietly. An opportunity, a connection, a door you did not expect. And when it opens, it will not feel chaotic. It will feel right. Not perfect, but right. And in that moment, you will realize that everything you thought was falling apart was actually moving you into position for something steadier. Something that does not shake every time there is a disagreement. Something that does not disappear when things get serious. You will notice how calm your heart feels. No racing thoughts. No overthinking every message. Just quiet confidence. That quiet confidence will scare the wrong people, because they were used to the version of you that tolerated confusion. But it will attract the right one. The one who values clarity. The one who respects strength. You are no longer impressed by big words. You watch consistency now. You watch effort. You watch character. And that shift protects you more than you realize. There will be a test. Not sent to hurt you. Sent to confirm your growth. An old pattern will try to repeat itself. And this time you will choose differently. You will not chase. You will not beg. You will not over-explain. You will pause. And in that pause you will feel power. Because choosing peace over panic changes your entire future. You are stepping into discernment. Discernment does not mean suspicion. It means awareness. It means you trust yourself enough to walk away early. You once feared being alone. Now you fear losing yourself more. That is maturity. Very soon you will cross paths with someone who does not rush you, who listens fully, who speaks clearly, who does not disappear when emotions deepen. It will feel unfamiliar, not because it is wrong, but because it is healthy. And you will have a choice again, to cling to what once felt intense, or to embrace what feels secure. Choose secure, because security allows you to blossom. And when you finally settle into that safety, you will look back at this version of yourself, the one reading these words wondering what is next, and you will smile quietly, knowing that this was the exact moment everything truly began shifting in your favor. Because after this moment you will not see yourself the same way. You will stop asking for reassurance from people who enjoy keeping you unsure. You will start trusting the peace inside your own chest. That peace will guide you better than anxiety ever did. You will notice how much energy you used to spend trying to be understood by someone who never tried to understand you. And you will feel relief. Relief is a sign you are detaching from what was draining you. Do not confuse calm with boredom. You were conditioned to think love must feel intense to be real. But intensity without stability is just emotional noise. Real love feels steady. It feels like someone choosing you in public and in private. It feels like consistency on random days, not just romantic ones. You are preparing to receive something that matches your depth. Not someone who admires your light from far away, but someone who stands beside it without fear. You will not have to dim your ambition. You will not have to soften your voice. You will not have to pretend you need less than you do. There is strength in your softness, and the right person will protect that softness instead of testing it. You are closing cycles without dramatic endings. Just quiet decisions, quiet distance, quiet growth. That is evolution. Soon you will notice that you no longer feel triggered by what once hurt you. It will feel neutral. And neutrality is freedom. The future approaching you is not loud. It is intentional. It is built on mutual respect. And as you continue walking forward without forcing outcomes, without chasing validation, without ignoring red flags, you will begin to feel something new settling into your life. Not chaos, not confusion, but a grounded sense of belonging. And when that belonging finally arrives, you will understand that nothing you endured was random. Every delay refined you. Every goodbye redirected you. Every tear strengthened you. And you will stand there, steady, aware, ready, recognizing that you were never lost. You were always being led toward this exact unfolding, toward a life that feels lighter on your shoulders. You will breathe differently, not because problems disappear, but because you stop carrying what was never yours to fix. You are not responsible for healing someone who refuses to grow. You are not required to stay where you are tolerated instead of cherished. That understanding will free you. You will begin to enjoy your own company again. Simple things will feel good. Morning light, music in the background, peace in your own space. That peace is not emptiness. It is alignment. And from alignment, the right connections flow naturally. You won't need to chase conversations. You won't need to overthink pauses. You won't need to wonder where you stand. Because when something is real, it does not hide. You are stepping into emotional security. And emotional security changes the way you attract. You will no longer respond to charm alone. You will respond to consistency. You will no longer be impressed by intensity. You will look for stability. That shift will protect your future. There is a version of you 6 months from now who feels stronger, calmer, clearer. She does not cry over mixed signals. She does not question her value at night. She does not compete for attention. She receives effort naturally. You are walking toward her. Every boundary you set builds her. Every time you walk away early, you strengthen her. Every time you choose peace over pride, you become her. And when love enters again, it will not feel like a test. It will feel like a partnership. Two people choosing each other daily. Two people building, not battling. You are closer to that reality than you think. But first, you must fully release the belief that struggle equals passion. Love does not have to hurt to be deep. It does not have to confuse you to be meaningful. It does not have to disappear to prove its value. You are ready for calm love. Ready for honest love. Ready for steady love. And as this readiness settles into your spirit, you will notice something beautiful. You are no longer afraid of what is coming. You are no longer desperate for it either. You are simply open. Open without anxiety. Open without attachment. Open without fear. And that openness is exactly what allows the right chapter to finally begin unfolding in front of you. And when it begins unfolding, it will not feel rushed. It will feel natural. Like something that was always meant to meet you at this exact point in your growth. You will not question it every night. You will not analyze every word. You will not search for hidden meanings. Because clarity will replace confusion. You will feel chosen without having to compete. You will feel valued without having to prove. You will feel secure without having to ask. That is the difference. The love that is aligned with you will not trigger your fears. It will calm them. It will not awaken your anxiety. It will quiet it. You will finally understand that the chaos you once called chemistry was only unpredictability. And unpredictability is not intimacy. Intimacy is safety. Safety is consistency. Consistency is love in action. You are ready for love in action. Ready for someone who shows up on ordinary days. Ready for someone who keeps promises without being reminded. Ready for someone who respects your heart like it is precious. Because it is. You will look back at the nights you cried and see them differently. They were not signs that you were unlovable. They were signs that you were settling. And you do not settle anymore. You have outgrown survival love. You are prepared for intentional love. And as you continue moving forward with this quiet strength inside you, you will notice doors opening that once felt locked. Opportunities appearing that once felt impossible. Connections forming that feel balanced. This is what alignment feels like. Not fireworks, not chaos, but steady expansion. You are expanding into the woman who receives what she once begged for. The woman who is no longer afraid to walk away. The woman who trusts timing. And as everything continues shifting gently around you, you will realize something powerful. You were never behind. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked. You were being positioned. Positioned for a love that does not confuse you. Positioned for a life that does not drain you. Positioned for a future that feels secure. And the most beautiful part? It is already closer than you think. Closer than the fear that once kept you awake. Closer than the doubt that whispered you were not enough. Closer than the memories that tried to pull you backward. You are standing at the edge of a quiet breakthrough. Not the kind that makes noise. The kind that changes everything slowly, deeply, permanently. You will begin to notice that you react differently. Things that once upset you will no longer shake you. People who once intimidated you will no longer control your emotions. Because your center is stronger now. You are no longer searching for someone to complete you. You are looking for someone to complement you. That difference will change who is allowed into your life. You will feel it when something is right. It will not feel like adrenaline. It will feel like relief. Relief that you no longer have to fight for basic kindness. Relief that you no longer have to explain why respect matters. Relief that you are finally met halfway. You will stop fearing silence. Because the right silence feels peaceful, not threatening. You will stop fearing space. Because healthy space does not mean abandonment. The next connection will not rush intimacy. It will build trust. Layer by layer. Conversation by conversation. Consistency by consistency. You will not feel small. You will not feel confused. You will not feel like you are too much. You will feel balanced. And that balance will allow you to bloom in ways you never could before. You will rediscover parts of yourself you put aside for someone else's comfort. Your laughter will return fully. Your confidence will rise naturally. Your standards will stay firm. And when someone tries to offer less than what you now require, you will simply smile. Because you finally understand something powerful. Love that is meant for you does not require convincing. It does not require chasing. It does not require shrinking. It arrives aligned. It stays steady. It grows with you. And as you continue stepping into this new awareness, you will begin to sense that what is unfolding ahead is not accidental. It is the result of every lesson you survived. Every boundary you set. Every time you chose dignity over desperation. You are not waiting anymore. You are becoming. And becoming changes everything. Because when you become the woman who no longer accepts less, less no longer finds you. And what does find you next? Will recognize your worth immediately. And when that recognition happens, you will not question it. You will feel it in your body. Not tension. Not fear. But calm certainty. You will no longer confuse attention with intention. You will no longer mistake words for commitment. You will see clearly. And clarity is one of the greatest gifts you have received through all of this. Everything you went through sharpened your discernment. Every disappointment strengthened your standards. Every goodbye refined your expectations. Nothing was wasted. You are walking into a season where effort meets effort, where respect meets respect, where love meets maturity. And you will not have to force it. You will not have to chase it. You will not have to beg for it. Because what is aligned with you will move toward you naturally. Continue trusting your growth. Continue honoring your boundaries. Continue choosing peace over chaos. The version of you that once accepted confusion is gone. The woman reading this now is wiser, stronger, more aware, and ready. Ready for stability. Ready for clarity. Ready for something that feels safe. I'm grateful that you stayed here until this moment. If this message spoke to your heart, confirm that you received it by writing, "I can do all things through him who strengthens me." And if you feel guided to continue walking this journey with us, join our channel. Subscribe and activate the notification bell so you do not miss the next message meant for you. You are not here by accident. And this is only the beginning.